This is Ashwini. Welcome to DevOps Cert Hands-on Labs. The purpose of my videos are to help you prepare for Terraform authoring and operations with AWS exam by going through the learning path and doing hands-on labs. Today's video is part of the playlist Resource Lifecycle and is about resource targeting. So let's get started with today's video and today's lab. So what we go through in the videos is actually the learning path of provided by Terraform itself, HashiCorp, for the AWS exam, authoring and operations exam, and one of these things is the target resources. So they give you the whole repository and how you have to do the steps so that you can understand the concept behind it. So it's quite direct. I will be providing the link of it in the video description. Just follow along to understand the resource targeting concept. So I have already cloned the repo here, and now I will just do, I have already done Terraform in it, so I'll just do a Terraform apply. Okay, I have to do a Terraform in it because I initially removed it, so I'm doing a Terraform in it, and I will do a Terraform apply. So it's creating these objects. So I will show you what exactly this lab creates. So it's nothing but if you see here, it's nothing but a bucket. Okay, so learning, I think it is learning remotely blessed kittens. Okay, not this one. So I'm gonna delete this one. Okay, let's forget that. So this one, and you can see that it's got 4 objects. Right now we'll just go through the Terraform configuration to understand what exactly is there. So I'll just go through quickly. So it's got a resource random pet bucket name, and it has a length, and it has a separator and prefix. So this is nothing but it's like a random name generation kind of thing. So the name of that resource is bucket name, but the type is actually of type random name, and the length is 3, and learning, the prefix is learning. Okay, so what this is used for is in the, if you see the objects inside the S3 have actually got random pet object names, count, index, id, right? And we if you look at S3 bucket name also, you should see something random pet bucket name dot id, the bucket equal to random pet bucket name dot id. Okay, so which is nothing but learning remotely blessed kitten, right, in this example. So what it does is it will create a string with length 3 word letters separated by hyphen with your separator, and it is excluding your learning. Okay, so if when you have given here bucket, the name of the bucket as this random name bucket name dot id is nothing but, whatever the name it 3 random names, words it generates, which has the prefix learning. So that's what you will see here. You see learning remotely blessed kitten. Okay, so all these remotely blessed kitten is these are all random words, but the learning is constant, and the length number of these words are three. That's what it has mentioned, right? The So that is how you have used the random pet object names. And for the object names, again, you have four objects. Okay, these are nothing but your actual objects here. Now the number of objects are four. The name of these objects are again the same thing. The length is 5, and the prefix is 5. So if you can see, all of these four, the count is 4, so you have four objects created, and the names of which are learning, and then prefixed by learning, and then there's some random 5 words. If you see, count all of this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All of them, the names of these objects are like 5 worded, prefixed by learning. Remember, it's excluding the prefix learning, right? And 4 objects, so that is your object names. And then the object itself, right? The object has got a text, some text in it, right? So let's just see what it is. Key equal to random count id dot text. Let's just see what that means. What is key? Yeah, I think key is this. Let's got the key, and if I download, yeah, I'm not able to download. So let's not worry about the content. We'll come to the content part later, and let's get started with the actual targeting. It basically, again, we have these are the object names, and then you have the actual objects which are using the object names, and it's got the key as well. So if you see here, again, there are four objects that are created, and it's got some content inside that object with the count dot index, right? So for each, because count is nothing but your 1 2 3 4, there are four objects, so every time it's creating a new object, it will be like 0 1 2 3. Okay, so now let's get started. I hope that is clear. We have the bucket created with four objects in it and with some content in it. That is basically this whole resource configuration. Now let's try to target just the bucket name and see what happens. So here, this is not even the actual bucket we are targeting. This is just the string, right? So we are changing it to from 3 to 5, and let's just do a Terraform plan and see what happens. Oh, I did a Terraform complete plan, right? So I did not target the, I did a complete plan, so that's why everything is changing. So when I changed the just the random pet, all the resources that are dependent on it, they got changed, right? So if I just want to change just the random pet string, sorry, this bucket name string, right, then I can just target that resource. So notice how when I did Terraform, when I changed the bucket name random pet resource, it has changed all like 9 things to add and destroy, right? Because it has to create a new bucket. When you cannot rename the bucket, you have to destroy it and create it. Okay, it cannot do in place update. So that's why it says all of the resources, so that means deleting your objects as well. So which means deleting a lot of things, right? So let's just say I don't want to actually target any of the buckets. I just want to target that string. I can do that by just targeting my string, which is, and in this case it should only change that particular string, which is, so you can see here it's one to add and one to destroy. Okay, this is what we want, and that is how you do this is you can see that this is resource targeting is in effect. Now I can also do just the bucket s3 module bucket, okay, which is here. You see here the module s3 bucket. Let's just see what happens. I have not applied here, I'm just doing a plan so that we see what exactly is changing. Module.s3 bucket. So when I targeted module.s3 bucket, you can see that okay, it has targeted the bucket name, because that's what we have changed. The name of the bucket name is coming from this random pet, and that's what we have changed, and that the s3 bucket is using that. So your s3 bucket will change. So basically all of the whole bucket will resources will change. I don't think it is going to do anything with the objects as such. Okay, now let's just try to apply it, target only the string. Let's see what happens. So this should change only one resource. Yes, yeah, now you can see that okay, the bucket name is changed to learning incredibly, because I've changed it to 5, right? Earlier, remember, learning remotely blessed kitten was it was, and the actual bucket name is changed to the 5-letter thing. Okay, now why is, you can see that discrepancy, right? So that is because if you see, look at the outputs, the bucket name is using the random pet bucket name id, so that is why the bucket name is actually changing. But then the actual resource that is there is, the bucket itself is not changed, the arn, it is still that 3-worded bucket name, which is why there is the discrepancies. So when you do resource targeting, you might end up with these kind of inconsistencies without your knowledge. So use it for your troubleshooting, but when you are done with it, you should do a Terraform apply to the whole working directory, so everything is your state is in sync with your state. So now let's update the output to not use the random pet, the string word thing, but the actual thing. Then we will just see. Then if we do Terraform apply, now let's try to, now if we do Terraform apply, it will apply all of the things, your bucket and everything, and now you will see that this will not just update your string but also your bucket, and now your bucket name and bucket arn will be the same thing. which is referring to your actual bucket that is there. So right now it's just destroying, and it's creating a new one. So it is learning incredibly recently eminently whole gober. So you can see that you have the learning incredibly recently eminently whole gober, and it's the same thing. If you can see, your objects will also be, I think the object count is still the same. It's 5-letter word, but we have only changed the bucket name, which has changed from 3 to 5. That is how you do the resource targeting. Now we will try to update the bucket objects. Okay, now let's go to this. Remember this, the content was there. Let's just update it to bucket. So which means, and then you can also apply specific object. Here we have 1 2 3, right? 3 4. So I am just saying aws s3 objects, and then you can reference it with the index, because it's count 4. You'll have 0 1 2 3 as your index. So s3 object dot objects 3. So it's, remember, there are 4 objects. We are only doing 3 and 4, right? So you can see the 21 32. I think these are the ones that are. So if you see here, this is how it is. So remember, it was example, and then we changed it to bucket objects, and the index is 2 and 3. So that is your 2, and yeah, the 2 and 3, the index, whatever content we have changed, that is there. Now that is how you will update the things in place. Now let's just update the name of the update is to a single bucket object. Okay, Terraform object name. Okay, so the name of the object, this is the object itself, right? Now instead of learning, okay, we will remove the learning. Okay, and we will only target a specified, so let's just only target one particular object, not all of them, and that should not have the learning. And let's see what happens. This changes the name of the, oh, this is actually changes even though we have, yeah, so I think this is because even though you have specified it to target particular object, because the Terraform updated all five of the random pet object names, because they use count to provision multiple resources, and each bucket object refers to the name of the same index. So that's why the resource depends on the entire random pet object names resource. So Terraform updated all of the names. So despite giving a target, it has actually updated all of the names. This is something that you need to remember. So that's how you can do resource targeting, but there can be exceptions like the ones that the last one you have seen. So um, I'm gonna destroy it because I don't want these resources. You can follow this exercise, and you will understand. If you follow this lab, you will start asking questions like, okay, why is this happening, and okay, this is why it is happening. You will come to that kind of understanding once you do this lab. So it is a really good lab. Please let me know if you have any more questions, or if you have any feedback about my videos. I want to improve my videos, so your feedback will be helpful for me. Let me know in the comments also. Please like and subscribe to my videos, and do let me know if there's anything that's not clear, and if there is anything that you want to give feedback, so that the videos can be improved, so that understanding can be better. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.